Thank you. Over the last few years, New York State has seen an increase in homeschooling education. Officials say a common factor they're seeing is the correlation it has with the COVID-19 pandemic.
12 News' Erin Lawler spoke with the families about their decision to trade in the traditional schooling style to join a growing trend. She's live in the studio with more. Erin?
Thank you, guys. In 2023, New York State was ranked second in the nation for homeschooling growth, according to the Washington Post. After speaking with some schooling officials, they say they expect that number to continue to climb. After COVID-19 hit the states, schooling looked a little different for the Urasek family.
At the time, we had the New York State travel ban in effect, and so we could not honestly sign that biweekly affidavit that they wanted us to sign. At that point, we made a decision as a family that, okay, we're going to try this homeschooling thing, and so we ordered books, and a week later we started. Take a look at the 90.
Leaving her nursing job behind to take on homeschooling, Jessica Urasek was not the only one in New York State to do so.
There's a lot more homeschoolers now than there were. Back at the time, in that point, you were probably talking about a few 100,000 across the U.S., and now you're at millions. So it's gone up quite a bit. I think in 2003, we were looking at which is a little after I graduated, we were looking at about 1 million homeschoolers nationwide. Now we're 2 to 3 million.
Homeschool New York explains that in 2019, there was a change in vaccination requirements in New York schools, which bumped homeschooling numbers. Right around the corner in 2020, COVID hit, forcing every family to take part in virtual learning. From 2018 to 2021, the numbers of families choosing to homeschool in New York more than doubled.
And I think there were a lot of people that were like, you know what, I can do this. I like having my kids home. I like, the creativity that can go into formulating an education that's suited for my child and individualized.
According to a study done by the Empire Center, in 2018, 37% of New Yorkers were homeschooled. In 2019, 44%. 2020 jumped to 77%, and with the biggest jump since 2003 in 2021, when students started returning to school, there was a 173% increase of New Yorkers being homeschooled.
So when you finish your snack, you can put all these things away.
With homeschooling comes challenges.
Mom, where does this go?
Not only teaching the curriculum, but socializing your child.
In terms of childhood, socialization really is the way that children learn how to navigate in the world. Parents and siblings and family members are the primary source of socialization.
I was very concerned that if we just hold in and shut down, that we wouldn't have that exposure. And it was challenging in those COVID months where so much of everything was shut down. We struggled some then, just like everyone else.
But after years of homeschooling, we see this is not the case.
I'm doing volleyball right now, and 2 of my friends are playing that too, so I see them at least 3 days a week, if not 4 or 5. I really like it, and you also get a lot of free time. You don't really get that in public school.
More is not better necessarily. Fewer can be better because we're in an age where we have a lot of people that we touch and that we know, but we only have really kind of a very close circle that we are engaged with. There may be more opportunities in a larger school, but that doesn't mean that those interactions are as significant as in smaller groups.
Urasek says homeschooling has brought her children opportunities they wouldn't get otherwise.
And we go to the grocery store, everyone's involved, but there's opportunities there for math and life lessons, health, cooking class. So sometimes the kids will pick out a meal that they want to cook for that week, and then they're involved in making the list, purchasing the items, and then preparing the meals.
I feel like it's more concentrated on me and not 20 people or 25 people, however many the class is. It's more on me than it is everybody else.
Along with COVID, Homeschool New York says other cited reasons for homeschooling have been bullying and safety in schools.
Thank you for that, Erin. And is homeschooling just isolated to rural areas, or are metropolitan areas also seeing it?
They were also seeing it in New York City. I know that Homeschool New York was also saying that a wide range of the people that registered were also in the city.
Gotcha. And when you talk to the kids, did they talk to you about feeling isolated, or did their extracurriculars kind of fill in that gap?
Yeah, they filled in the gap. I know when I was talking to Joshua, he had previously gone to public school when he was in 2nd grade, and he said at first he was kind of sad about it, but then they got involved in a lot of things, and volleyball, and he also swims, so he's
Look at him
good.
go.
Yeah, I know. He was doing great. He was having a good time.
Well, thank you so much, Erin.